Hello, welcome back to my channel, Divine Libra Wisdom. I'm back again with another check-in reading, weekly check-in reading that is, for Cancer, Libra, and Taurus. This is going to be for the week of March 9th. So we're going to take a look and see what is coming up for each sign. Obviously, I'm starting with Cancer this time. And let me turn it down. Before I get started or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and go through all my disclaimers and things like that. So if you're new to the channel, I thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you will consider subscribing, that way you know when I drop new videos. If you're returning to the channel, I thank you as well. Thank you for rocking with me and showing love. Hopefully you continue to stay subscribed. As you listen along throughout the video, make sure you like the video, share the video, leave a comment, and do all the things. The decks that I'm using, they'll be in the description box below. If you want to book a personal reading with me or have any questions, you can email me, which all that information will be in the description box below. You can also ask questions in the comment section as well. So whatever you like to do. Let's see what else. Noise, I'll try to keep it to a minimum. It's not as warm today, so or cold, so it's just right. So I have the AC off, so that shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I think that's it really. All my disclaimers. If I'm forgetting something, then apply it. Apply it if you've been you come around before, so you know how I get down. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some cards out, and this time I will do some channeled messages. I'll get some channel messages for you all. I didn't do it last time because I think it was like a weekend deal, and I also was doing a lot of videos back to back, so excuse me. So yeah, but yeah, and also these readings are just for confirmation, and entertainment. If you hear something you don't like, it doesn't have to be set in stone. Take whatever applies, and whatever don't apply, you just let it fall by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. I'm like, you are the person of your, you're the author of your own story or whatever. So, okay, Cancer. Kind of funny, but randomly I'm getting like some of you could have like a sweet tooth. That's usually I don't know, sometimes whenever I'm doing Libra's reading, they are the ones who have the sweet tooth. But I feel like this is more so with Cancers, I feel like, and Tauruses as well. This is more so not necessarily like candy per se, even though I am seeing jelly beans specifically. But I don't necessarily, besides the candy or jelly beans, I'm seeing someone like wanting like the gelatin type thing. So the jelly beans could also be like wanting the like jelly donuts. I'm seeing that. So yeah, either you want because Easter is coming up, so some of you may be wanting that Easter candy. Or you just want like baked goods. And Cancers, they're all about like home and comfort, and so that could be a thing that you all like to do baked or bake good, or what am I trying to say? Bake like homemade candies. Maybe you can make homemade candies. Maybe you can you know, do at home baked goods at home, like baking cookies, baking, but more specifically anything that has like kind of, because I'm thinking also like kind of gelatin like things. I don't know if you know, like the raspberry cookies, they're kind of like shortbread, but they have the raspberry kind of filling type thing. That could be something that you all are eating or that you want. But yeah, it's something like to do with gelatin type things. I don't know, it's kind of random, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's things that bring you comfort. Anyway, so let's see. What else does Cancer need to know? Channel message wise, Spirit. Okay, got 2 came out. Cancers. You could, I'm seeing someone like pulling up to somebody's house, so you could have like a random person like come to your driveway, come to your, just be careful with that. You know, not to say that it's someone that's like trying to do something shiesty, but you know, because it could be something where they like, you know, they come to the wrong house, you know, or they, you know, they're using your driveway to do a turnaround or something like that. But just be careful, especially, you know, with people coming to your door. You know, don't open it. You know, just, you know, you can talk to them through, you know, the peephole, or through, if you have those, because I'm seeing like someone talking to someone over like an intercom or the voice box thing for your security system. So stuff like that, like just, you know, be careful. Especially be careful like walking outside at night, taking trash out, you know, because I just see someone, I hate when stuff is on my shirt. I see someone like, not to alarm, but it's like I'm seeing, okay, either someone is coming to visit you on purpose, like intentionally, or someone is like coming to your driveway and it's an accident, they got the wrong house, trying to find someone, or, you know, using your driveway to make it like a U-turn, or, you know, turn around or whatever. But I'm also seeing, and again, like I said, this is not to alarm, you know, and if it don't apply, then let it fly. But I'm also seeing someone, you know how like in the movies, you're someone like sitting in their car kind of stalking or looking, you know, viewing somebody. This could be like a detective type person, or it could just be a regular ass person being creepy as fuck, and you know what I mean, creeping on you. So just, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm not gonna ever, unless it's just super egregious, I'm gonna say exactly what I see and feel. So just like I said, be careful, you know what I'm saying? Just keep your head on the swivel, because people are crazy out here. And yeah. So, but other than that, let's move on. And I'm just trying to make sure. I'm also hearing the words feed your curiosity. So there could be something that maybe there's something that you want to study, or maybe there's something that you need to study. But whatever is coming up for you, whatever is like sparking your interest, it could be a good time to really, you know, take time to invest in learning. So whatever, whatever is sparking your fancy, whatever is like keeping you up at night, like, oh, I want to know more about that, or, you know, something may pop up. Maybe you find a word that you like, because for me, it's words. Like, I love learning new words, and I love finding out their meaning. I also love saying words, like saying it out loud. I was telling a friend about this the other day, not yesterday, but yeah, the other day, and I was just saying, matter of fact, it was Friday, yeah. because she asked a question. It was a group chat setting, but she asked a question about things that make us giggle uncontrollably. And so I like looking up funny words, just words that are just fun to say, but also hilarious to say. And so when I do, I like to, I just say it out loud. And if it sounds so funny, like it'll just make me laugh. But I just love, you know, learning new words and ways to express yourself. Because I'm also like to write. So, you know, it's fun trying to incorporate new words that you learn, especially if you never really had a chance to, you know, see those words. Because when I was younger, and I know I'm gapping right now, but I'm gonna keep going. But when I was younger, my grandparents, they got us, my siblings and but I was more of the person who read, but of my siblings. But like it was a whole, like the world books. If you don't, I'm pretty sure people remember those, the world books and the encyclopedias, National Geographic, those types of things. Like I would just read them and just soak up everything. Dictionaries, I would do the same. You know, the Britannica, and I like all the, you know, all those things. So yeah, whatever it is that you are, you know, whatever is sparking your interest right now, it could be a good time to invest some time into studying. That's what I'm getting. All right, so we're gonna turn these cards over and see what's going on. Okay, I will do that. And we're gonna do, so like, you know how I do. So we go start of the week, midweek, end of the week, and then we do an affirmation at the end. Okay? So I'm just kind of looking at these cards and seeing what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, you could be dealing with fire signs, earth signs. You're also coming out in the reading as well, with the Chariot card out here as well. All these cards too at the bottom here are full moons. I don't know if is that how all of them look? I mean, they're different moons, of course, but on the cards, they look full. Either way, that's neither here nor there, though, but yeah. Specific signs that you could be dealing with, though: Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the cards, though. So the first card out for tarot, you have King of Wands. Okay, and so I feel like this is going into this week. You could be feeling very like, I don't know, if you can see like the expression on this king's face. It's like almost like, and they have their it makes me think of that Arthur meme where he has his hand balled up. So I don't know if you feel like you need to be like, you have to defend yourself or be like on the defense, but this is a card where like you're very much confident in yourself, feeling kind of leaderly, if that's even a word, but you're feeling like bold and in your face and ready to, you know, spring into action if needed, ready to defend yourself. Because I'm just seeing like, and even like the posture, like as opposed to this other king card, but you're kind of like ready to step up, or, you know, get up if you need to. Like if you need to come up off of your chair, up off your throne, then you will. It kind of reminds me of that My House song by Beyonce, where she says, "Don't make me get up out my seat." That's one of the lines of the lyrics is, "Don't make me don't make me get out my seat." So that's what this energy is giving. Like, it's giving, don't make me get out my seat, because I will if I need to. So so yeah, like you're feeling bold, Cancers, which, I mean, Cancers, I feel like it takes a lot for Cancers to get that way. Like if they feel, it's kind of like how Libras are in a way. Like when we feel backed into a corner, we're ready to fight our way out. So in the same breath, I feel like this could be energy that you all are taking on. Like you feel, highly like motivated, fully energetic. Like you're ready for any and everything. So, so yeah. Now, if this isn't necessarily, feeling like you have to be on the defense, this could be, taking the reins, and then, which just, it makes me think of the Chariot, the Chariot card over here too. In the original tarot, it's like a, what do you call that thing? Horse and carriage thing. And the person has the reins, and the sphinxes are, giddying up or whatever. They're, flying the chariot or whatever. So, I feel like you're taking the reins. Like you're, taking the bull by the horns. Like, you're not with any type of like BS, if that makes sense. You are very much about your business going into the week. All right. So, hey, I like the energy. So do with that what you will. I feel like this is something that it takes a lot, I feel, to me, because Cancers, they can be very like, I feel like they're very level-headed, for the most part, very kind of, I feel like they're more passive than anything, but it takes the right thing or right situation or right one to get Cancer, you know what I'm saying, to get Cancer, to buck up or whatever. So this could, hey, this could be, I don't know, maybe you have fire in your chart, your birth chart. So, that energy could be kind of taken over. Maybe you have like a fire rising sign or a moon, and you're tapping more into that energy as opposed to the Cancer side. So, it's Cancer sun sign. So, hey, whatever it is for you, I say go for it. Like, if you feel the need to defend yourself, do that. If you feel the need to, take the reins and be more in control over something because it's falling by the wayside, and you don't want that to fall on your shoulders, absolutely. So do your thing. Okay, so the Oracle card that came out with King of Wands is Full Moon in Gemini, and this is Embrace the Flow of Life. That's what you got there. So yeah, I just feel like, in going with the same thing, like, whatever, I feel like you on whatever you are on whatever time that the other person is on, okay, or whoever you're dealing with. Like, if you're gonna keep it cute, I will keep it cute. If I need to defend myself, I will defend myself. If you feeling away, we can feel away too, or I can feel away too. So that's that is the energy that I'm getting from you, Cancers, start of the week. So hey, look, don't play with the Cancers today, or this week rather. But yeah, on Monday going into Tuesday for sure, don't piss off a Cancer, okay? Just saying. All right, so now we have the King of Pentacles, and I feel like by mid-week, you're kind of more like in your relaxed energy. I feel you're more like grounded feeling, especially with the, this earth energy. So if you're dealing with someone you know, with that energy, especially with Capricorn is there. So, you know, you could literally be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have it in your chart rather. But with the King of Pentacles, this is all about, you know, your wealth, your security, you know, feeling stable, which is very much, you know, near and dear to Cancers, because they value that stability. They value, you know, feeling comfort and at ease. And so, you know, I feel like whatever happened at the start of the week, by midweek, whatever you did, Cancers, or whatever transpired, it's a lot better now. So, you know, you're very much more relaxed. You may not be taking things as personal from the start of the week, because of whatever you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you needed to say, you said it, and it's good, because yeah. So, and I didn't even look fully at this card, but the Oracle card, or the what is it? Yeah, Oracle card that came out last quarter moon in Capricorn. It says leave the past behind. So yeah, I just feel like by midweek, you're good. You're more like, okay, I took care of what I needed to take care of. I said what I needed to say. I did what I had to do. And so at this point, it is what it is. You know, I'm back on my throne and I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're just leaving the past behind. And this also kind of looks like, even though you're kind of like sitting on the throne here, it looks like a person is just like walking away from the bullshit, basically. So you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm done. I said my piece. I did my thing. Now I'm good. Okay. And so like with the Chariot, by the end of the week, you know, Chariot there, you're just kind of like, I'm good. You know, I'm kind of moving past everything. You know, there's no need to really just dwell on the past. I know exactly what it is that I'm trying to do, where it is I'm trying to go. And so, you know, yeah, it's like, again, I said what I said, I did what I did. Because like with the Chariot, this is like going forward, moving forward. So you walked away from the situation, you know, a winner, or, you know, very much in your, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're very much in your proud energy. Like, I'm proud of myself. I really stood up for myself. Because sometimes Cancers, like, they may not always stand up for themselves, right? Like they may let a lot of shit slide. And when you finally like do, it's like, okay, I had it in me all along. Like I had it in me to, you know, do what it is that I need to do. So, you know, with the Chariot card, this is all about like determination, willpower, and overcoming. And so you did just that. You know, I also get with the Chariot card too, with forward momentum, also traveling. But in this case, I don't necessarily, even though you walked away, I don't necessarily get travel in this at all. I just really feel like, you know, you're just moving forward, like with, you know, with the past actions, like you're leaving whatever happened in the past behind and you're moving forward. Like you're not going to dwell on it anymore. You're not going to readdress it anymore. It's like, because everything that needed to be addressed was already addressed. You see what I'm saying? So now you do have go deeper. I feel like if there's anything that you may want to go deeper on, and this is new moon in Scorpio, by the way. And you also have go deeper. Yeah. And then you have first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So you could be, by the end of the week, you could be not necessarily dwelling on the past or what happened, but you just may be reflecting, which is fine, you know, because a lot of times we may go back and say, may I have done or said something differently or done something differently. But a lot of times I think that is like just us, you know, trying to see what we could have done better, or how, you know, what could have happened if things would have ended this way or whatever. But nonetheless, I just feel like with the Chariot here, even with these cards, you may have like a momentary time period, or what am I trying to say? You may have a moment where you just kind of quietly reflect, but you don't completely go back and dwell on that past, if that makes sense. So just keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stuck too much on, you know, what you should have said or could have said, blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, like I said, you said what you said, you did what you did, and that's it. That's it. That's all. So, you know, just be focused on moving forward. Okay? So your affirmation, Cancer, and we're going to wrap this up, is I am lovable. I am lovable. So, you know, if it was a situation where, you know, someone made you feel a way and you had to kind of put your foot down, like, no, you're not going to treat me any kind of way. You're not going to treat me as leftovers. You know, I'm not going to be sitting here waiting for you to, you know, come to me, choose me, whatever. No, you know, I feel like whatever this situation was, it was more so like a situation where, you know, you had to put your foot down and you had to say, look, no, you know, you're not going to put me on the back burner. You're not going to, you know, make me feel away. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm not going to tolerate any kind of, you know, any kind of treatment. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. So, Cancers, that was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it resonated. Sorry for that sniffle. Y'all already know my nose likes to get stuffy and stopped up whenever I'm reading for whatever reason. But anyway, that was your reading. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, and yeah. Bye. Enjoy your Sunday.